Clippy.
Yeah. For some reason it's the mascot of this thing.
Stay tuned, folks. We're setting up the packed stuff. Packed dice.
Sorry, here it comes.
Do you want me to do a tarot while we wait?
No, I think we're good. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be playing a Pact-specific AI dungeon that I've made. I want to give a special shout-out to... Oh, where'd Chrome go?
We're here for another hour on this, so we make some tarots or something as we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Maggie's Madness is up.
Yeah, we're getting back into the...
Getting back into the
time.
Who's Best Girl.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to at Sean Presser and the Storybro team on the AI Dungeon Discord. They all helped me actually get this sort of working. So this is AI Dungeon that's specifically been trained on Pact. So I don't think it's going to be as well trained as the actual AI Dungeon because I just did it myself. But yeah, I guess let's just try getting into it. What should our opening prompt be? So it's usually something like of the format of like
you are blank. Yeah.
Yeah, like you are Maggie Holt. You are a fairy chasing Evan. Something like that.
Yep, cool. Let's kick it off.
Hold on, that doesn't display very well on.
Yeah. What's with the boxes?
It's meant to be a timer thingy. The fairy didn't react. It was only the sound of running footsteps and the periodic crash of something heavy hitting the sidewalk. You could see the connection between it and Evan as you watched from your perch on the wall above the alley. The fairy had connected to him.
Who are we again? Oh, we're
Well,
Maggie Holt.
Yeah, you're right. I
Maybe
said
we're not the only fairy. So we've got like Evan and Keller helping to chase down Evan. So maybe that's what we're seeing.
Well, okay, so it's interesting. So a fairy has not only connected to Evan, but we are on a perch. Does that imply bird-like?
Are we a bird, a cat, something? Could be a bird. Letitia's bird formed.
Yeah, okay. Well, what should we do?
We're getting some suggestions. I like the clever donkey suggestion of break the connection.
Yeah. You broke the connection. Fucking success. Fuck, Tiff said. She dropped her hand. Oh no. Covering her ears with one hand, blood leaking down her fingers. Her other hand gripped the holly branch that she held in both hands. Shit, Peter shouted.
Yell, fuck.
Okay. So this has gotten really out of hand. We've like walked into the middle of a battle scene. Yeah. The fairy screamed, but it wasn't the human scream that followed. A gurgling noise like liquid gold was being squeezed out of some giant wormhole. Okay. Something moved past the corner of the alley, right into the distance.
I can't handle this. It's too good. Oh yeah, Maggie can't swear. We just fucked up.
Well, no. Depending on the timeline we're in, Maggie Holt might be able to swear. Okay, so what do we want to do now? There's a scream that sounded like liquid gold was being squeezed out of a giant wormhole. I love it. Scream back. That's an interesting.
Scream back. Yeah, if the void
scream louder. That's even better. It's a very Blake reaction. You heard it. Not the human scream, not the panicked cry of pain, but something else. Like an organ or a set of organs, a kind of music, a language. It was different enough that you couldn't place it.
What are we trying to achieve here?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
it's
at
always
this
good to keep a goal in mind.
at this point, I think we're just exploring this one. I don't know. Yeah. Hashirama's asking what's the end goal. Okay, well, should the end goal be to rescue Evan? That was sort of where it started. Oh, we were chasing Evan. Okay, well then our end goal is to catch Evan.
Okay, look around for Evan.
Yeah.
Is he still here?
Look for Evan.
Call demons.
Evan? No. I can't find my bird, Tiff said. Where is he? He went over the fence, Rose said. That's bad. Okay.
They've descended to the levels of 12-year-olds. Well, we should go over the fence as well.
Yeah. Climb over the fence.
Top the fence, baby. Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
This
want
is how
Evan in a
Wildbow
bad...
writes it.
Yeah.
That's bad. I'm sad.
There were 2 spaces with light available, so you climbed up. Don't look, Rose warned. They're coming, you told her. Okay. What?
So now where's Evan?
Well, I think he's over the fence, but we can't look, so there must be a demon there.
Yeah, it's like a Barbatorium situation where if you look into it. Okay.
And who's coming? Do we reckon that's all the fairy bullshit we saw at the start?
So maybe let's close our eyes and jump over the fence. Because then if you aren't looking.
You closed your eyes. The fear was getting to you. You felt like you was going to throw up. Okay, to be fair, that bad grammar, that's on me. That's part of the badness I did. They're coming, Rose said. I mean, we told her.
Who's coming?
We have to run. You looked back at the others. Okay, so I think everyone seems to pretty unanimously.
Let's just run. Let's just run, yeah.
Well, everyone kind of unanimously agrees that they are coming. We don't know who or what they are, but they're sure as
They're
fuck
fucking coming, Glo. Let's book it. Let's get away before they come.
Yeah, okay. Run.
Yes. Simple to the point.
We ran. Evan
Oh,
flew.
we found it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evan flew, and we all clambered over the fence.
It's the same fucking fence. We just go back and forth over this fence.
We went over the railing and onto the roof of the car. The lights came on and then died. What's the thematic relevance of the lights
We're
coming
back
on
in
and
the
then
abyss,
dying?
Maybe like flickering lights.
Nobody was there. Evan started. His voice stopped short.
Turn around and see what Evan.
Drive the car's a good suggestion.
Drive the car. Yeah, we're on the roof.
Oh wait, are we still trying to catch Evan?
Yeah, just
If he's right here, yeah, grab Evan.
And use him to Tinkerbell our way.
You grabbed Evan by the wing. What? Oh, jeez, by the wing? That's so violent. Oh,
By the wing, this is
What are we
more than I
doing?
expected.
What? He asked. What do I do? You shook your head. Oh, God. Do what? Try to move him. You hit the wing with your free handle.
Oh no.
This went way bad.
Worse than I expected it to go.
Let go of
the wing.
Evan and run away in shame.
Always a good strategy.
You let go of his wing. He fluttered violently in your grip. What? Help me, you called out. What? No help. No help, Rose said. Move, Evan. You found another foothold and you pulled. Okay, I think we broke it.
No, I think it's still good.
Light Evan on fire. I saw that suggestion and I love it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You threw Evan over one shoulder.
He's just abusing you now.
This AI dungeon just really wants to hurt Evan. You threw Evan over one shoulder. He tried to turn, struggling, failing. You twisted his arm around until he gave up. You dragged him beneath the car. Up, you shouted. Evan took hold of your leg. You managed to climb onto the hood. How do we get out of the Evan abuse?
To say, stop abusing him.
No, I think we need to stop using Evan's name because it's latched on to Evan and abuse, and we can't. yeah, Nathan White. I know we put him under the car and told him to get off. It's just cruel and unusual punishment.
The AI.
Go to
not Evan.
I was gonna say Green Eyes, but then I don't want to start beating her up either. Go to.
Let's go to find someone that we can beat.
Barbatorum. If we beat the shit out of Barbatorum,
and grab Barbatorum by the wing.
Yes, you murmured. Barbatorum, please.
What you said to the cab.
Barbatorum, please.
Cabby, Barbatorum, please.
You turn.
I said cabby, not daddy.
Okay. You turn. Nice. Pushing yourself up with one foot. You used your hand to knock the hatchet loose from your belt. You hold it off with one hand.
Okay. What do we?
Okay. Ask Barbatorum. How's it hanging, bro? Bats flew overhead. How's the demon, you ask? Not good, Rose replied. But nothing to stop us. Then why don't you come after them, you asked.
It's kind of losing the plot a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, because this is a smaller model. It doesn't hang on to plot threads quite as well as the actual AI dungeon.
Nathan Awake says, now we go after them. Which I like. Turn the tables on them. How's the demon not good?
I like that because that's such a useless answer. Like, does that mean it's good? It's good by the demon standards, or good? Yeah.
Not good. Oh, he's sick. Poor guy.
You made your way to the far side of the roof where the factory's windows were open. You kicked at the glass, striking it from behind. It didn't break. You continued moving forward using the same strategy. Glass shattered.
I think we need some help here.
Dirk Grayson has been constantly suggesting that we call the demons. I think it's a good idea. Or it's just call demons.
Call demons, yes. Ornias.
That's a good one next. The words echoed through the factory. Oh, yeah, call demons. The words echoed through the factory. Why, you asked? Because they're here. Oh no, they were coming and now they're here.
Quick, summon them quick.
Rose said, and I can use them to get inside.
I think we say Ornias 7 times and see what happens.
But one thing at a time. I'm just going to keep saying Ornias.
Keep saying Ornias until it occurs.
You moved through the factory following the path the barber had taken when he'd attacked. You saw the broken remains of the building and you saw the ghosts that had been drawn here by the abyss. The ghosts were still here, but they were weaker than before. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, so actually summoning Ornias helped.
You saw the ghosts again. They were stronger. You saw the connection that stretched between the ghosts. They're here. More powerful. More?
Yeah, more.
God. This thing fucking loves people arrive. Okay. Third time. Ornias. You saw the ghosts again. They were more numerous, closer together.
The thing is latching onto when we say Ornias.
Maybe we need to make it dialogue. Something even clustered near the edges of the factory premises. More? You shouted. You headed back towards the others. You saw the ghosts gathering.
Are you not entertained? Ornias!
More ghosts close together, clustering.
Oh, Judy, we already did this, but okay, I'll do it.
They formed a circle. One ghost stepped forth, touching a button, and the entire group disappeared. The buttons remained unmovable. The group moved in a zigzagging fashion, joining the others. That worked, you said. Okay, shouting Ornias. It's working pretty well.
Yeah, it's solving any problem. What's going to happen when we say it for the 7th time? Do you think something's going to happen?
This is number 5.
Okay.
You saw the ghosts gather once more. They formed a ring. The ones closest to the ground stepped forth, touching
Touching
buttons.
buttons? What does that mean?
I'd like to think that not computer console, but like literally like shirt buttons.
Yeah.
And the rest scattered. That worked too. This story's really turned around since we just started spamming Ornias.
Honestly, I'm surprised Blake didn't try this more. It would have solved all his problems. Is this 6?
Okay, no, it's giving up. Yeah, that was 6.
So one more time and maybe...
You saw the ghosts again. They stepped forth, stepping
touch
forth.
buttons
They stepped forth, stepping forth. I love it. Touching the buttons again, and the spirits ways parted. The gaps widened. The ghosts joined the groups. The ghosts joined. The gaps narrowed. The ghost stepped forth. Okay, I can't. The ghost stepped forth. Step served as well. Wrought past. The ghosts drew nearer to the new areas where the gaps. Okay, I think we broke it.
Ornias has broken the rules of the world. Ornias has torn apart the very fabric of reality here. The ghosts rejoined the gaps. The ghosts advanced the gaps. The blades cut the gaps. The blades slashed the blades. The blades.
That's fucking terrifying.
The blades. The blades. The blades.
Okay, let's try that again.
The blades. The blades. Can we start from I don't know, like the blades. The blades. The blades.
No, so this is something GPT-2 can do, is get stuck in loops, and you actually, like, you got to avoid it.
Break it out, yeah. The blades, everyone
The
loves
blades,
that.
the blades.
It's so Barbatorum.
Okay, we're back on.
Oh, we got a donation from Drunk Peter, who has said... $20. Cheers, guys. I'm back. Stop hurting Evan. Also, what's the barbering? The barbering is a donation goal where we'll get to cut some hair. Basically, it's a hair-based milestone. Kipos's idea is worshipping the forgotten god. To
Yeah,
start,
that's where I'm going with.
that, yeah.
You are a boogeyman in Abyss named
Flake Blawburn.
Rose.
Oh, okay. Fake Morburn.
You're worshipping a forgotten god.
What is Teeth Gang? Is that a meme, a doof meme that I've missed?
Yeah, I don't remember Teeth Gang being a thing.
What's Teeth Gang, folks? StarCraft, maybe.
Okay. No. Fuck that noise you was making. That was Conquest speaking from his heart, from the very core of himself. He wanted to control everything here, and he had every reason to expect it would be as painless as possible.
Alright.
Okay.
So
I kind of feel like it ignored everything we typed in. That's fine.
just wanted to tell its own story, alright? No, I think the story... I think what's going on here is we, as Rose, have to fight against the forgotten god. I mean, like, this is Conquest speaking from his heart. This is in Rose. It's the battle between Rose's patrons, Conquest, and the forgotten god. That's what's going on here.
Okay.
Fuck that noise he was making. Right, I'm polishing off this horrible. It was what? Red Bull, Aperol, Coke, and whiskey.
Some awful concoction. Okay, what should we tell Conquest? Or
I'm getting really cold. I'm gonna just pull over a blanket. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a blanket. BRB.
Hey Conquest, do you like bananas? Conquest smiled. His eyes were on you. The smile didn't last long enough for you to take it in. It was too artificial. too contrived. He wasn't smiling because he liked you. He was smiling because he could. I fucking love that. Oh, man. Conquest is somehow aggressively smiling at us. And you know what? It's working on me. Try and dominate Conquest. I mean, it's a bold strat.
Hell yeah.
Dominate Conquest, yep.
Did you just say Conquest wasn't smiling because he liked you? He was smiling because he could?
Yeah.
That's so badass. What the hell?
We were just talking about that. Yeah.
It's actually the most badass thing I've ever seen.
So we've been told to dominate Conquest. You heard a large crash behind you. A car door swung open. 2 men emerged. One carried a large bag while the other carried what looked like a cooler filled with ice cubes. Both wore boots and clothes that looked more at home in a department store than a police
Is
station.
this related to dominating Conquest?
It just feels like sometimes it doesn't know what to do with our prompts, so it just fucking
it just like
goes back to the drawing board.
It, yeah. Put Conquest on ice. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're about to steal Conquest's kidneys. Yeah, put him on ice, baby. Take him down.
The man who held the cooler glanced back at you. What is it? You asked. I don't know, he said. Something about an officer? You replied. This thing feels like it's getting stuck on
It's trying to take us to
the police
conviction.
station.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go to the station.
Okay.
We've got to do what it says. It's like, it's the
It's the DM.
Yeah, no, it's like the universe, and it's preying off of our bad karma.
Officer Blake's car broke down. That is a twist.
Wow, here we go.
The guy who held the cooler said.
What is this Ice Cube guy?
We don't know. Can you get him going? You asked. Probably not, the guy said.
Not very helpful, Ice Cube boy. What can you do? How about ask that?
The guy held the cooler, pulled off his backpack and handed it over. Is there anyone who holds a cooler in Pact?
Is that why you think...
Well, it's obsessed with a guy holding a cooler, but I don't remember that happening in the story.
Maybe in Arc 4 when Blake has the party or something?
No, I think Borange has the right idea. This is a cooler boogeyman.
Cooler boogeyman. Corona says they think they know what it's from. Corona, give us the deets.
Yeah.
Or are you just playing with a heart?
Anyway.
It's off-brand Duncan.
The guy, man, being off-brand Duncan, that's the low point.
Oh, the party where Blake glamoured up, maybe? The Bahame Duchamp party?
It's
remember
a weird thing to get hung up on.
He was talking to the shitty husbands. The ones who aren't like a poor...
Oh, no, from Jeremy's interlude. No, because I didn't train it on the interludes.
Oh, yeah.
I only trained it on Blake chapters.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. The guy held the cooler, pulled off his backpack, and handed it over. Beer, you said. Sure, he said.
Are we offering him beer from his own
I may be
cooler?
reading it wrong. He reached into his pocket and retrieved a beer bottle. Why is he carrying the cooler then? They're in his pocket. He popped the top off, then tossed it your way. You took it. Yeah, okay.
Classic stuff.
Okay.
Kyrgyzstan has donated $3.31 to reset balance to the donations.
Thanks,
now it's
Kyrgyzstan.
$2,200. So we're about $1.5 grand away from the barbering. Is that what we call it?
Yeah, it was originally just a generic text model that I trained on Pact, so it's pulled the cooler from somewhere else in the internet and it's held onto it. But I do agree that it's now canon that this is the Brewski Boogeyman.
The Brewski Boogeyman. He's like a friendly, chill beer boogie.
Drink the beer, right? I want to see what his beer does to us.
Let's see what it does to us. Yeah, maybe it gets us super high.
Broogie man, that's very good. The guy who held the cooler pulled out another plastic container and popped the top off. Same problem? You took a swig. Ice cream, he said. Maybe if I give you my name, you asked.
Yeah, let's give him our name. And then we'll find out.
Mega
what our
pointed
name is
out
too.
that cause just isn't really used in the story. Don't give him your name.
No, do give him our name. Give him our name. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Give him our
yeah.
name. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, let's do it. We don't need our name.
The guy gave you a dirty look. Oh, you didn't want us to fall for this. Why? You asked. Because I want to go find my dad, he said. This just isn't.
What were we doing originally? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were a boogeyman in the abyss named Rose who was
But then
worshipping.
we were like battling Conquest.
Dominating Conquest. Yeah, that's sort of where it started.
Let's pray to the forgotten god.
Yeah, okay. What did you just drink? Not so much, you said. More of something else? Something else?
Yes.
So is this guy Rose now? I've lost it.
Yeah, I think that we've
Who
kind of
is
lost. Who
Rose?
am I? Who is Rose? Yeah.
Who is Rose? Conquest asked. She's me, you said. Okay, so we're still Rose. Who am I? You're drunk, he said.
That explains a lot. This whole thing has just been the
that bit
Brewski
enough to-
boogeyman fucking with us.
Might just be one of the dryads or one of Jeremy's
Yeah, Jeremy's just
coterie.
fucking with us here, I think. All right, call out to Jeremy. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
What an absolute dad joke from Conquest. Oh gosh.
Ask Jeremy for
Oh
help.
gosh.
Drunk isn't even a word, you said.
How drunk are you?
I'm pretty sure she's talking about being drugged or high. Oh god. She's talking about being possessed by some malevolent force, Conquest.
This is really just nonsense, and I'm kind of enjoying how it goes.
Yeah, Rose does seem to be fucking wasted, I agree. Kick contest is a suggestion that jumped out to me.
Kick Conquest. Yeah. Kick him. Give him a good kick. Oh shit.
I'm just trying to give it
Pulling out
more.
the big guns.
I want to expand the prompts.
You don't need to explain yourself.
Conquest stared at you. This is after we kicked him in the nuts. This isn't working. He said, we need to go find her parents.
They're upstairs
somewhere. Where?
Let's search the
Yeah,
upstairs.
head upstairs.
How big is upstairs? Yeah, head upstairs.
Search upstairs
For her parents.
for the parents. Yeah, for her
Whose
parents.
parents do we think we're talking about? Rose's parents? Yeah, Conquest really no-selled that nut shot.
Oh, sorry. Where? Evan cried out. Away, you shouted. Away, Conquest ordered. Away, Conquest ordered again. You turned to go, but he grabbed your arm, pulling you along. You nearly fell. It always gets so violent.
Can't you just imagine Conquest just saying, away, away, until you left? Away!
I like Smemum's suggestion of just trying to throw up. Try to throw up.
Yeah, that might detox us.
She's gone, you managed. Gone? Yeah, she left before we got there. Then where are they? Somewhere safe. Safe?
What did we throw
Evan
up?
called out.
How is that us trying to throw up? We threw up words at Evan.
I almost threw up reading that dialogue because
Yeah,
it's
nice.
incomprehensible.
Burned him. I know what the problem was. We shouldn't have tried to throw up. We should have just thrown up.
Yeah.
Let's not give it a chance to wheedle out of it. Succeed at throwing up.
I'll try, you muttered. You felt better after the first time you tried this stuff, but you still felt nauseous. There was something wrong with the taste of it somehow. You suspected it had something to do with the alcohol.
What now?
I'm not sure.
Should we try another one? Should we? Let's do a scorched earth on it first, though. Let's shoot Conquest in the toe and see what happens. Kill everyone around.
No, you said. No, Conquest spoke. Don't say that. You practically spat the words out. If you die, you die, Conquest ordered.
That's just an order from Conquest as well. If you die, you die. Conquest ordered.
I think we can manage fulfilling that request.
Judy says, make a worm pun. Let's tell Conquest. Take that, you worm.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Right? Yeah, nice.
So take that. Take that, Evan screamed. You bastard, Conquest growled. You heard a crunch, like someone had fallen and been crushed.
That's way more hardcore than a crunch I would have expected.
Back away, you said. Back, Conquest ordered. You backed away. Conquest has been doing that to us a lot.
What, just ordering us to leave him?
Yeah, also I think the story managed to fit in a bit of Evan bashing.
Oh wait, shit. Did Evan just die?
Yeah.
Evan's totally just died. Should we check on Evan? Yeah, let's see what the story says.
No, Conquest glared at you. Because I have memories of you, you said. When I was human, I loved you. Conquest retorted.
Okay, now I get where this
Then
story's
why does this feel
going.
different?
Now that
I don't
Evan's
know.
out of the way, this can finally turn into the erotic romance that we've all been hoping for. Yeah, ship it, Conquest and Blake?
Yeah.
Who are we?
You're going to have
Blake,
to take the
Rose?
milk a bit. I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you got to eat your breakfast as
Yes,
well.
I know.
I'll drive this. All right. Okay, we're turning this into a romance simulator. Right now, it is 6 a.m., so the sun will come out soon, and then we'll be awake again. All right. I think the obvious move here is to ask Conquest if he is single. All right. Conquest snarled. I've known you since I was little, you said. You've changed, but I'm suspicious you're only changing to stay relevant, which actually is quite accurate to Conquest. Don't snarl at me. I only want your love. Conquest snarled. I've known you since I was young, you said. I'm really going for this, I've known you since I was young deal. Or let's lean into it. I've known you since I was young, and I think it's time I got to know you a little more ... intimately. Let's see. If he snarls at me... Oh. Is this what we wanted? Have we seduced him? Conquest snapped. Fuck! You heard a yowl. Fuck! Conquest screeched. Fuck! You thought maybe it was Laird. Fuck! You thought maybe it was Duncan. Conclude the orgy satisfied.
What did I
we got there. We we got into call.
Wait, Lairdumb. Wait, is that in the story?
That's a sick burn on Lairdumb.
For real? Is that in the
It can't be in the story. The computer's just come up with this perfect insult. This is like a worse version of an insult Padraig would come up with. Fuck, Conquest said. Fuck, you thought maybe it was Lairdumb. You didn't want to fuck. Fuck. Alright, I mean, I think we've hit the end of this one, right? Yeah, Elliot missed like, what, 3 sentences, and we already got there.
It sounds like you guys had an orgy?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay.
We did. Yeah. With Lairdumb and Conquest. Yeah, Clever Donkey's right. The fact that the final fuck just has a full stop and not an exclamation mark is really what nails it. And you didn't want to fuck.
Yeah. Okay, well, should we try and do one more? And then,
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah.
And then we'll set up for Maggie's madness.
yeah. It's Control D, not Control C. What do I have the temperature set at? I honestly don't remember. Too low, maybe.
Oh, we just got a donation.
What program/bot is that?
Okay.
So this is the open source version of AI Dungeon. It's called Storybro, which is a terrible name, in my opinion. But yeah, it basically lets you use your own GPT-2 model in an AI Dungeon type thing, which is what we're doing here. The real trick is actually getting a model that works with it. That took a lot of work. The Storybro creators had to help me, and so did a guy named Sean Pressler, who's at Sean with 2 W's on Twitter.
We got some donations. We have a $2.69 donation from Kipos, who says, "Chaos is the natural state of the universe. Do not fight this." We have a donation from I'm Not Faust, who has donated $13.37, saying, "This is some 13.37 brackets leet close brackets gaming. Our favorite gamer capes would be proud." And we have a $10 donation from Welwick saying, "A couple of Inonomos' boxes when you get the chance." Can you
Yeah,
do it now?
it's a good chance now.
Let's do it. Inonomos' box. Oh, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You should go first.
My one is an interesting one. It's just a question, a very simple question. That is, which SCP would make a good familiar? For those of you who don't know what SCP is, it's a kind of community collaborative created set of rational horror short stories, I guess is how I would frame it.
Gang, you're going to have to give us more
Yeah,
than the numbers.
don't just give us the numbers, guys. Come on, give us some descriptions here. What are these ones? Which one's the orange slime blob? That would be a good one. Do you know what I'm talking about? The like friendly orange slime.
I haven't read any.
Yeah. I don't know. These are... Oh, that's... Oh, 999 is the orange slime. That's why everyone's saying 999. Okay. The talking spider. I don't know these ones. This is a weird question. I never made it past SCP-1. Good start. The immortal lizard would obviously be a terrible familiar Corona. The talking spider is just a regular spider who can talk.
Oh, I like that. I mean, but then
Low-key.
what benefit are you giving him as a familiar? You know, like, he's already a spider who can talk. That's what his familiar form would be.
What would you do?
I mean, I haven't read any of them.
You haven't read any SCPs?
No.
Really?
I think I read one years ago. I don't remember it.
I can't believe that. Someone donate $100 and get us to do a pilot season on SCPs so that Elliot can read some. What was your Inonomos box?
I get a chance to redeem myself. It is charades.
Okay. Draw one of the Pact Charades ones. Get ready, everyone. Elliot's going to do a great Pact Charade of a character from Pact.
Boy, this is fun.
All right. Easy or hard?
Pretty hard, actually.
All right, get ready, folks. Let's see how we do.
Okay.
Oh, time for small dick, big man. Is what Asherimo says.
No, it's a different one this time.
Different one, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Careful of the decorations. Just
Yeah, yeah.
4 arms. Syllables. Yep, nose. First syllable, nose. Okay, old man. He's old. Woman. A woman. Granny Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Boom!
Karen Mara is also a good guess.
Yeah. Good work, Kyrgyzstan, first to get in the chat. I mean, what other old woman would there be, right?
Yeah. Easier than Conquest, that one.
All right. Hold on, let me just take a look at this. I think we
Okay, we'll quickly do one more Pact AI dungeon, see if we can get something coherent out of it.
We got a $10 donation from the good Dr. Gustav, who didn't give us a comment or anything. So Gustav, if that was a $10 for a specific reward, let us know. I'm going to change our donation incentives since the game jam's over now.
Oh, thanks, Gustav.
Just money, with no expectation.
Hello, my name is Ross Thorburn. The voice was unfamiliar, but it wasn't a good one.
Oh.
Not a proper person speaking in an unfamiliar language. It didn't fit with the atmosphere of the place, and it sounded disconnected. Where are we? No, where are we? The voice. Okay, that was meant to be us, but whatever. The voice was deeper, more musical, almost like a choir singing in a church. You could make out the words, but only dimly. You don't know where you are. The voice was deeper still. A male voice, not so unlike your own. Okay, well, Ross is a man confirmed, I guess.
Yep, I'll allow it.
Just gonna walk out. You heard footsteps approach from behind you. The voices were getting louder. You turned around to see 2 men approaching on foot, one carrying something that looked like a trashy-looking t-shirt and a backpack.
See if he's got any ice cubes on him. Don't do that. It'll make it all be about fucking ice cubes. Do you have a cooler? Yeah.
No, you said. I think I need a blanket first. He handed over the stuff.
Relatable. Am I right?
You held out the hyena as well. What are you doing here? He asked. Hunting, you said.
Hunting what? Oh wait, that's us. Inonomos' box, Clever Donkey, is a little special reward where if you donate $5, you can get one of us to draw an activity from Inonomos' box. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous activities and stuff.
Have any blades?
Blade.
Oh, wow, I made it take a dark turn. I am hunting the long pork. That sounds delicious. And it's dangerous, you said. We can do this, he said.
Maybe we should ask, like, why should I let you come with me?
Yeah, okay.
Hunting coolers, the most dangerous game.
He gave you a suspicious look. Why shouldn't I? You asked. Because you're a monster, he said. Yeah.
You rumbled us. He has rumbled us there.
It's pretty accurate, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do we want to do?
Kill him?
Okay, yeah, let's just go murder hobo. Kill him. We had our differences. He was older, a little smug. You were young, unassuming. We both respected authority figures, even if we differed on how they should be exercised. How do you exercise your authority figures, Ruben? Do you
take
prefer
them out for
cardio
a
or
walk.
strength
No, I
training
just
for
take
your
them out
authority
for a short
figures?
walk every for half an hour a day or so.
He had experience dealing with others. You had less than you might have expected.
Did we kill him, or did that not take?
Right, Evan said. Now what, you asked? If you want to stay here, I'll provide food and shelter for the night.
That's generous.
So I think the right is after we killed him. Yeah. What should we do next? What does the audience think? Evan got over that one quick. He did seem to.
That's classic Evan. Loves murdering and getting over it quickly.
Evan did get better. He hasn't been tortured, maimed, or killed in this story yet, which I like. I consider that a perk of this particular story.
Yeah, maybe let's just do a nice thing,
Take
like
the bird
take
for
Evan
ice
for ice cream. I quite like that from Spone. Try not to abuse him.
Ice cream isn't really your thing, Evan said. Then why don't I go find some coolers and bring them back? Yes.
That's very good.
It took my hint.
Go and find some coolers and bring them back.
I reckon we need multiple coolers.
What's in them?
I'd rather eat ice cream. Oh my god, he's...
Evan, so fickle. Such a fickle character.
I'm cold, you said. I'll try. He said, good boy. He hopped up onto your shoulder.
What is he going to try to warm us up?
Yeah, to use his escape energy to give us heat?
Yeah.
Escape the cold?
Yeah, that could work. We could survive on that. Oops.
You started walking. You stopped at a light where people were standing by a car that had been broken into. They were talking, oblivious to the fact that someone was inside. Hey, guys, you called out.
Yep. Let's just let them know we're here. Oh yeah, letting it ride.
Police? One guy raised his hand. You saw his eyes widen when he realized who you were. His partner nodded. The other guy was pointing at you. You pointed. The cop on duty smiled. Hi, Officer Bahame, he said.
Cool. Kill him? I just want to kill some Bahames. Like, let's get back to the roots of this story. And kill some GD Bahames.
Fuck you, Evan muttered. You've got to tell us where you were going. I'll give you directions, you told him.
Ooh, Golem010 has a great idea, which is we should make a call out implement.
Oh, yeah. Did I spell implement?
Yeah. Yeah, you added an extra M.
I'll keep watch while you explore, Evan said. Can I follow you, you asked? Sure, he said. He hopped down from your shoulder. He wiggled his body until he was comfortable enough to lie down. Well, that's pretty fucking adorable.
Yeah, but we wanted to follow him. And he said yes, and then the thing he did was just lie down on the ground.
Yeah, well, I think we should follow suit. And
What a shitty thing to do. Oh yeah, curl up into a little ball.
we lay there in silence. Hey, you got it. This feels wrong, Evan. Oh, no. No.
This is the most Blake is. We got a $7.31 donation from Bushery.
Yeah, Bush Harry.
Yeah.
We woke up early. You'd wanted to wake up early because you knew you'd be tired, but also you were aware that if you stayed out, you'd just be sitting there waiting for dawn. God, this is relatable. So you made the decision to leave.
All right.
Yes, Spone, this was trained with Pact. What are the implications of a cooler implement? I mean, it's a good question.
So Clever Donkey donates $5 and says, "This is Child Protective Services, and also Peter. We've heard you've been hitting both a bird and a child and asking him to fetch you coolers." You're under arrest. I embellished that. That wasn't in the donation. Yeah, let's talk about the declarative, authoritative, and socio-cultural aspects to a cooler as our implement there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're probably done with this. This is sort of lost the plot.
It's losing it, is it?
Let me jump us back into standard.
We're back. Hey, folks. How we all doing?
Hey, hey.
How's everybody's morning going?
Mine's pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Do you want another Red Bull?
Yeah,
Wait.
that's a good idea.
We're about to enter
Let's hit
some more serious
energy.
segments. I want to get woken up a bit.
See ya, Faust. Enjoy the sesh, the conference sesh. How's everyone going, folks? Kippos says, what is that a reference to?
Yeah, the Rude series.
That's it.
But actually, though,
It's true.
I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah. Drunk Peter only just noticed that I have a blanket.
We need some chicken soup. We did just have breakfast.
Yep.
I didn't quite manage to finish mine. I think I've had too much to drink.
Yeah, fair enough.
My tummy is full. Okay. Well, got a few minutes. Do we have anything left?
Agree, no goodbye. I'm so with you. Wait, I think we need to do some more tarot readings, don't we?
Yeah. I think we had 3 left.
Alright, folks. First 3 me's in chat. Get their tarots. First 3 people. Bring it on. We got Aquabuddha, we got HeroOfOldIron, and we got Asgar. That's the first 3. Sorry, folks.
Yes, sorry, everyone.
Buddha, HeroOfOldIron, and Asgar. Why don't you 3?
Tell
Buddha,
us if you're
Old
right
Iron,
or
Asgar.
left-handed.
Yeah, give us your right or left-handedness. We'll do Buddha first, then Iron, then Ziegel. That was our donation tarots from who was it? Welwick, was it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. But of course you can take your own, purchase your own tarot for a simple donation of $5 dues. Ambidextrous, that's okay, Hero. Asgar, how about you? Let's do Buddha
Hero,
first.
do you lean one
do you-
way
I
like
just need to
for
shuffle
sports and a different way for like writing?
Yeah, true. We can
Because that's something that's come up for a
focus
few
on
of us.
stuff. You might need to give me a bit more space.
Sorry, I'm just trying to hit the keyboard
Oh, good. Yes, Thinker, that... Oh, welcome back, Thinker, by the way. Yes, that 47 hours to go is not correct. In the stream, there's actually about 6 hours to go. So we're at the 1/4 left mark.
Yeah, we've done about 3/4 of the stream.
Okay. Left-handed on writing, right-handed on sports. That's
Hey,
good,
same,
Hero. Yeah, that's
same.
the same as Elliot. Let's start with... Oh, Welwick's here too. Well, hey, Welwick. Let's go for Buddha first. So Buddha is right-handed. So here's what we can do. A left-hand, right-hand reading. Remember, for a $5 donation, as an incentive, you can have your tarot read. Aquabuddha will start with yours. Here's your right-handed card. Here is your left-handed card. The right-handed card represents the immediate, the thing that is in your immediate, either your immediate problem or the immediate thing you're facing, or a dominant kind of trait, while left hand represents things that are coming up further away, things that maybe you need to watch out for going forward, or recessive traits. So let's kick off Buddha with your right-handed card, as you are right-handed. And we've got the card of Justice. That's perfect. That's a major arcana. And it's facing straight on. There's no reversal here. So Justice, Justice is kind of like almost Crusader kind of level of justice. It's not so much about punishment or retribution. It's about this idea of like seeking truth and clarity about things. So there's a few different ways to interpret this at this point. It's possibly about the kind of person that you are, somebody who is seeking, who's a truth seeker, Alternatively, it's something that you might need to start doing more of. Let's see how your left hand shapes it as we go forward. Your left hand is a reversed temperance. Now that's interesting because temperance also talks about searching for wisdom. But reversed, temperance is actually about kind of excess, I suppose. Being driven to extremes, that kind of stuff. So we have, in the immediate sense, we have justice, which is the search for clarity. And in the thing to watch out for there, the problematic aspect of that, temperance reverse, gives us the idea of doing something like that too much, seeking excess, getting to a point of excess. So putting that together, what do we think? I'm potentially thinking that it's something like a warning about, hey, this is something that you might do, that you might like to do, is seek a lot of clarity, seek a lot of meaning, and try to uncover a lot of meaning. But it's possible that this is something that you're actually doing too much, and that's something to watch out for. A personality trait that maybe is becoming a bit too out of balance. So, Buddha, that's possibly something for you to watch out for. Look for the truth, but don't necessarily make that the only thing that you're trying to do. Don't make that too core of a defining aspect. So that's what I got from your reading, Buddha. Next up, it was Hero of Old Iron, I believe. Is it correct? Let me.
Mm-hmm.
We have Hero of Old Iron, yes, who was ambidextrous, left-handed on writing, right-handed on sports. Let's do that. Hero of Old Iron, yeah. So I think the way we normally interpret that is left-handed writing is kind of means your left-handed aspect. The aspect we pull for your left hand is going to relate to the kind of creative fields or the more mental fields, like the more mental kind of world. Whereas your right hand, being your physical, your sports hand, it ties more to the immediate things and the things that are in the physical space. So here's our right-handed card for you, our physical space card. And here's our left-handed card for you, our mental or creative space card. And let's see what we get. All right, Old Iron. We've got our right-handed card here first. And it is, again, a reversed temperance. That's interesting. So this is talking about the physical space, and as we just touched on, it revolves around this idea of excess. So maybe this relates more to something, a physical excess, rather than an emotional one. But let's keep that in mind as we move into a creative tweak, which is the devil, not reversed. So the devil... Oh, hold on. Just sipping some energy drink to give myself a bit more pep.
Yeah, for those of you who missed the great joke when we did it 6 hours ago... we are drinking Red Bull because it gives us wings.
Yeah.
It's great. It's good humor.
It's great. It's hilarious. So the devil actually represents similar things to temperance at some points. It represents excess, specifically in materialism. And I know we put that in the more abstract space, but I think this is something that I'm actually having a little trouble tying these two together because they're talking about such similar things. It kind of is giving me a bit of an overwhelming feeling of excess, both mentally but physically as well. So maybe that's something that is kind of something that you're taking to excess throughout all aspects of your life. And I'm not 100% sure what that would be, but something that is too much of a driving force in your life or too much of an obsession is what I would get from that. Old Iron. So think about that and maybe see if that brings anything forth for you. Our final tarot reading was... who was it? It was Asgar, who is also right-handed. I was writing an NPC Sphinx Lord in my tabletop and got world in the right hand, stars in the left. There you go. Very lucky. Asgar, let's do yours first. So you're right-handed. So again, we'll have right hand as the immediate or the dominant hand, which will be this one here. And we'll have left hand as the recessive or the less dominant hand, which will be this one over here. So let's start, Asgar, with your right hand, which is a reversed Father of Cups. God.
That one has
This one has popped up a lot for this stream, and it's kind of starting to make me a bit unnerved. The Father of Cups relates to the idea of manipulation or trickery. So this is something that either you're doing immediately and need to kind of keep an eye out for, or people potentially are doing to you. So you might be kind of being taken advantage of or have tricks being played on you here. And let's look at your left recessive. It's the Son of Swords, another card that I think has come up a fair amount. In this
once or twice.
Not as much, but still a fair amount. The Son of Swords, what we get from it is it's got a motive of kind of ambition. Ambition is the key theme here. You're driven to kind of pursue something and chase something down. So what this is telling to me is it's possible that currently either you are manipulating or tricking, or being manipulated or being tricked in your current state. And this is something that you need to watch out for, something that you need to think about the situation you want to move into away from that. So how can you either stop doing that or cut that out of your life and find what you're trying to get towards and use your drive to that to move away from these possibly negative aspects that are represented by this Father of Cups.
Yeah.
So yeah, take from that what you will, Asgar, and hopefully it has revealed some interesting truths to you. This tarot deck has been loaned to me by a friend of mine, Dinte. It is called the Outer... Sorry, let me check the name of it. It's such a beautiful tarot deck. Look at these cards. They're so goddamn beautiful. I don't know. Wait, can they see that? I guess they can, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful cards. Let me check the name of it. It is the Wild Unknown Tarot Deck, which is a beautiful tarot deck loaned to me by a friend. Absolutely a wonderful deck. Definitely would recommend getting it if you are interested, because it is absolutely delightful.
Okay, so we're going to disappear for a sec while we connect with Scott to get started on the Maggie's Madness.
Yep, so we'll be back to rate all the packed characters.
See you in a sec.